This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Rappaport to the rescue with award-winning animal advocate, best-selling author, journalist, and pet products creator, Jill Rappaport.
Welcome to Rappaport to the Rescue. I'm Jill Rappaport on location for such an incredible, heartwarming event. Definitely one of my favorite of the year. It is the ASPCA Humane Awards, year 19. And I have to tell you that there is not a dry eye in the house after these awards are presented. It is so heartwarming, honoring people and animals who have truly changed the landscape and have helped save countless animals all over the country. So when we come back, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what's going on here, and we will interview the winners of this year's 19th annual ASPCA Humane Awards. You must stay tuned for this, so please get out your box of tissues. You are going to need it.
You know the expression, cats have 9 lives. Well, what if you can give them one more? The Give Them 10 movement is on a mission to help give cats an extra life. How? With spay and neuter. Spaying or neutering your cat helps them live a longer, healthier life. And it helps control free-roaming cat populations too. Learn more about the benefits of spay and neuter and meet Scooter, the neutered cat, at GiveThem10.org. That's GiveThem10.org.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Rappaport to the Rescue. I'm Jill Rappaport. You heard the intro. This is one of the most heartwarming, amazing animal events of the year, the ASPCA Humane Awards, year 19. And I am so thrilled and honored to be with the one and only legendary newscaster, Chuck Scarborough. Now, you have been the face for this event for years, Chuck.
A long, long time. And this is my favorite event of the year. This is such a special event because this is looking around the nation at who is doing the best job with animals and special animals that deserve our praise and thanks. And just to see these videos that are put together, bring these people together and honor them for their wonderful work. This year is going to be a special one. I think we have some really great honorees.
You know, we say that every year, and every year I use up more tissue.
I know. This is definitely a 2-tissue lunch.
And not only animals and people, but kids.
We have a little boy this year, an 8-year-old boy. And I may tear up just telling you this, but this little boy's prized possession was a skateboard, his most cherished possession. Loved his skateboard. And he was out in a park and he saw some boys abusing a kitten, tossing it around. And he walked up there, tried to get them to stop, and finally offered them his skateboard to trade for the kitten.
Oh.
Took the kitten home. And I think it's just the most remarkable thing for an 8-year-old to do.
Unbelievable, the insight about animal welfare. And the kitten was in really bad shape.
Yep.
And the family paid for all of the injuries to make the kitten in great shape again. It's just the best feel-good story, isn't it, Chuck?
And you go from a little 8-year-old boy to a 2-time Super Bowl champion who had an epiphany on his honeymoon and is doing great things for animals. So there are some pretty magical moments today.
Well, Chuck, you are just incredible emceeing this event every year. Your heart and soul is in it.
This is such a great organization because it has been, since 1866, has been fighting this battle against animal cruelty, and it's out there on the front lines. Both rescuing animals, getting their perpetrators to justice, and then rehabilitating the animals, getting them reintroduced into society. Most of them can be.
Yeah, absolutely. All they need is that second chance for a new life. Chuck Scarborough, thank you so much. So great to see you. And again, knock 'em dead. And now, this is such an honor for me to be with the Dogs of the Year. This is such a coveted award for dogs who have truly made a difference in animal welfare. And this year we get a twofer. It's Ralphie and Vivian. Sadly, Vivian has passed away, but their pet parent, Michelle Pick, is here. And I know this is such an incredible day for you.
It really is. What an amazing honor this is to have the ASPCA honor our dogs as Dogs of the Year and all the work that the ASPCA does all year long is incredible. So for them to recognize our sweet dogs is pretty amazing.
Tell us about Ralphie and Vivian and why they were selected for this very coveted honor.
Absolutely. Well, they're both therapy dogs. They've done a lot of work in a variety of different areas. So Vivian has supported several individuals through their breast cancer treatment and been an incredible support for them along the way. She was actually raised in prison. They were both rescue dogs. Both of them have done clinical and non-clinical animal-assisted intervention work as therapy dogs with Rowan University and support first responders and students in crisis and a little bit of everybody. So it's been pretty amazing along the way. Vivian was also used to visit at the Philadelphia Ronald McDonald House for kids that were terminally ill and supported them through that as well.
Well, I'm just looking at Ralphie. He's so beautiful. How is Ralphie doing since the loss of Vivian?
He is handling it. He certainly has gotten a little bit clingier with us, that he just wants to be with us at all times, which works out well because he gets the big spot in the bed now. But he certainly has adapted, but it's been an adjustment.
Yeah, it's so sad. But Michelle, what you are doing is such incredible work. Why did you want to do this? Why did you want to get these dogs involved in such an important cause?
Well, really, it's what the dogs want. It's important that they like the job that they have. I could want it for them all I want, but the most important thing is that this is what they love. And being therapy dogs is something they absolutely love to do. They love to interact with people, whether they've met them before or not. They're very empathetic. And I guess maybe that's part of it too, is I'm a very empathetic person. So it works out well to be able to feel good about being there for others. And so having this opportunity through the ASPCA to honor them really is a great opportunity to get the word out too, that this is what rescue dogs can bring to your life and to other people's lives as well. So it's really a special honor.
So beautifully put. And I know that Vivian is looking down from heaven thinking, good for us, right?
She really is. She has been absolutely incredible. So to be able to honor her at the end of her life for all the work that she's done throughout her life, and as an extra special honor that she was there for my best friend Kristen Denovia. She fought breast cancer, and the two of them I love dearly. So for them both to be sort of looking down now and seeing this special honor today is pretty wonderful.
Congratulations, and thank you so much, Michelle. Well, now I am really excited to introduce you to the Citizen Hero Award recipient, because this wonderful guy and I have so much in common. We are all about the seniors. Steve Greig, first of all, congratulations, and so great to see you. We specialize in old, don't we?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I've been adopting senior dogs for about 14 years now.
Tell us about this honor, so well deserved. This man has opened up his heart and home to super seniors. We are bonded over there.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I started adopting seniors about 14 years ago. And from the first one on, it was like a game changer for me. It's just like I knew that's what I wanted to do. These dogs are so grateful and bring so much joy to my life.
And you left the business world, I believe, were you
I did.
accountant?
I was an accountant and I retired last year. And then I moved from Denver to Ohio. And I bought a big old mansion that needs restoring. And that's what I've been doing. And it's great because there's so much room for the dogs and me and, out in the backyard. And the dogs love it and I love it.
And on Instagram, you can't watch one of your videos without tearing up. Tell us about how many super seniors you have right now.
Right now I have 9. I just had a little one pass away about a month ago, and I've already adopted that one in his honor. So, yeah, I've got 9 dogs and a pig and cats and chickens and turkeys and everything else.
And all about the seniors.
All about the seniors.
Be bold, go old, right, Steph?
That's absolutely true. Yes, yes. I mean, I couldn't have this many dogs if they weren't seniors, but they're calm, they're relaxed, they're just ready to do what you want to do. So it's easy to have a bunch of them.
I always say they'd rather lay on the couch than eat the couch. I love that for that, right?
That is perfect.
What about this honor today? This is one of the most coveted awards.
Yeah, it's very humbling, but this is what I would be doing anyway. You know what I mean? Because it makes me so happy. But I'm glad that getting this award hopefully will make more senior dogs get appreciated and recognized and hopefully adopted. Yes.
Steve, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Well, from the man who saves the super seniors to this year's Kid of the Year award, you heard Chuck Scarborough talk about this amazing young man, Zayn Berry. I can't even believe that you're 8 years old, Zayn, and look at this award. How are you feeling today?
He's 9 now.
Oh, you're 9. Okay. 9 years old. Well, you're all grown up. How does it feel to receive this amazing award from the ASPCA?
I feel good.
What makes it so special for you, Zayn?
That I get to have my own cat and I get to hang out with him.
That's right. And it was all because of this cat that you saved that was being mishandled by other young children. And you had the wherewithal. You knew, Zayn, that that was not right.
Yes.
How did you tell those young kids, don't do that to that cat?
I didn't do that. I gave them my skateboard.
You gave up your skateboard to educate these young kids about what the right thing to do is for animals. Why was that important for you?
So he could have a good life and grow up and have a peaceful life and not get hit and thrown.
Aw, Zayn, you're amazing. And now the cat, and you took care of him medically. Now I'm here with Zayn's mom, Rihanna Berry. You must be so proud. What an amazing example that this young man, your son, 9 years old, has set.
Yes. Very proud of him. Very proud of him.
And how about the fact that he came up with this idea when he saw this cat being abused? What do you think it was about him that made him think, I've got to give up something that means so much to me to save this animal?
I honestly don't even think he thought of that. It was more saving the kid. He's an animal lover. He's a people lover. He just, materialistic stuff to them is nothing compared to a living thing. To him, animals are family. We have animals. They've grown up with animals. So to them, it's family.
And what about this cat? What happened because of your son?
This cat is amazing. It is his best friend. He's lovers to everybody. He's great to have around.
And he wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for your son.
No, I don't think he would have made it the way he was when we got him and rescued him. And the respiratory infection of how severe his breathing was and his eye damage. I mean, he did lose his eye because of it. Just amazing. If it wasn't for Zayn, the cat probably would not have made it.
Zayn, you are a true hero. And congratulations again on this major award today. Well, from a super kid to a super athlete, this year's Public Service Award goes to none other than a 2-time Super Bowl champion, Logan Ryan. What is this award like to be able to receive one of the most coveted awards in animal welfare?
It's amazing and it's truly surprising. I didn't lobby for it. I just was going about my business in terms of see something, do something. That's kind of how my story comes about, of helping animals while being a player, making that my cause, highlighting everyone that works in the field. And I just hope people know that this award's for all the shelter workers and the volunteers out there.
But somebody of your stature, you can really raise awareness. And that's so important because when people see you do it, Logan, then it reminds them what they should be doing.
I think everyone can make a difference. I don't win the award if it's not for my wife. My wife took a job as a shelter worker, making very little, very minimum to low wage, working hard hours, seeing tough things every single day, sweeping kennels quite literally. So I would just volunteer some of my time to spend with her and to take pictures of the animals and help them get adopted. And then my kids volunteer as well. So I don't care if you won 2 Super Bowls or you're 7 years old, like my son is, you can still make a difference for animals' lives.
And how about with other players? Have you convinced your teammates to do the same?
Absolutely. They know they better adopt and don't shop or I won't talk to them never again.
Or you're going to get some rough tactics?
Absolutely. So I've fielded a lot of phone calls on dog whispering advice. I think I'm an animal trainer. My wife is. I put her on the phone, but I've had a lot of questions from where to adopt to how to teach my dog, how to lay down and all those things in between. So I think everyone in the NFL thought I was their dog whisperer.
Well, isn't it good to know that after this career, you could have a second one?
There you go. Right. And this is a lifelong passion. This doesn't stop. And we still volunteer at our local shelter in Tampa monthly with our kids.
What a stellar example you are, and what an example you set for so many across this country. Congratulations.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. And now the recipient of the ASPCA Henry Berg Award, this year going to the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, SLED. Rhonda Debo, great to have you here and congratulations. How are you feeling?
Oh, it feels pretty good. It's nice to get recognized for the hard work of the agency. Yes, we have a dogfighting unit, but it's a unit that relies upon every other unit within SLED that participates in the investigations to, for a successful outcome.
The numbers of animals you've saved, I almost want to say to you, I wish one day you're out of business because we don't want to have to see this go on anymore.
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, you do some of these and word does get out. And like a true criminal is they change their habits, they change the way they do things. And it's just a matter of staying on top of them. And, word gets out to the community. And, we get more and more tips from people who will see something that's not right and they'll send a tip our way.
What is the thing you're the proudest of everything you've done with animals and animal welfare? What's the thing that really resonates with your heart?
I think if you can take one of those dogs and rehabilitate it and adopt it back out, where that dog has a chance to live a real life rather than one being chained up or used for fighting.
Continued amazing work. I know that it's so heartwarming and it's also very emotionally draining for you. Well, Ron, congratulations again and continued success for you and SLED.
Thank you very much.
And finally, the president and CEO of the ASPCA, Matt Bershacker. Matt, this is by far my favorite event every year. There is never a time I don't leave without going through many tissues.
I think it's the animals, right? The stories, the love, the companionship that they bring into our lives. It's inspiring. It's motivating. It reminds us of how important connection is. It reminds us of how important love and compassion is. And that's what this event's about. It's about demonstrating love for animals and animals' love for us and the power of that human-animal bond. And quite frankly, it's not that hard because there's so many examples of incredible people doing incredible things on behalf of animals. It's inspiring and it gives me lots of hope that we are going to solve this problem. And there will be a day when dog fighting is eradicated. There will be a day when puppy mills are gone. There will be a day when animals take their rightful place in our society and are treated with the reverence, the respect, and the love that they deserve.
And Matt, the times we're living in now, this world, our country is so divided, but animal welfare is the one area that knows no divided.
I'm so glad you said that. I mean, we have one of our winners today is the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. Henry McMaster is the governor of South Carolina. He's as red as they come. And he's the first governor that I know of who has committed resources and himself to ridding the state of South Carolina of dogfighting. So that just tells you this is not a left issue. This is not a right issue. This is a human issue. And in many ways, I hope it has the power to bring this country back together because I think a lot of people are very worried about the ideological division that is kind of consuming our entire country.
But isn't it nice to have an event like this where we don't have to think left, right, we're just for the animals, which is always what's right.
We're just for the animals. And then we say a lot at the ASPCA, we put the animals at the center of every decision we make and we won't make a wrong decision. And that's what we do with this event.
Well, Matt, again, congratulations.
Thank you, Jill.
Well, that's a wrap for this year's ASPCA Humane Awards. And I've got another special note for you. Little Zayn Berry, who gave up his skateboard to save that kitten? Well, at the end of his speech, after he accepted his award, Matt Bershacker came on stage and presented Zayn with a brand new skateboard. And the tears continued to flow. The fact that they find these true heroes, whether it be children, adults, and the animals, of course, the stories are amazing. And it just goes to show you how much goodness there still is all around. I hope you enjoyed this very special edition live on location from the Plaza Hotel in New York City. And please open up your hearts and homes to an animal in need. I'm Jill Rappaport. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.